Alright guys, so I don't have any questions to answer today. Today is going to be a chit chat video. I've been talking about this on some of my videos for the last 2 weeks, I would say, saying that I was going to have a big announcement soon. So this is that big announcement. If you don't already know, because certain people already know, like Charmaine and Wendy and stuff, I got a new job. So I've been telling you guys how stressed out I've been, just how short-staffed it is. So you guys know I did get a promotion. I was really excited at the beginning of the school year. So the truth is, I was already considering leaving my job back at the end of the school year, June, July. As much as I love my job, it's very rewarding. I love working with kids. And I tell you guys all the time how much I love my job. There is definitely parts of the job I absolutely love. And there's definitely parts I'm going to miss. But we had a bunch of staff leave right at the end of June. One finished nursing school. She went to go become a nurse. I tell you guys all the time, we don't get paid summers and paid breaks. So one staff was just like, I can't handle it anymore. Life's getting too expensive. I need a job that's year round. And she left. I had another woman who in my room who she still works for the company, but she was promoted in a different classroom. So she's actually at a totally different school, but works for my company still. It was just a lot of good senior staff left. And I said, I don't know if I want to be here anymore. And I started looking at other jobs, and there was definitely a lot out there. A lot of school jobs too, which is what I wanted to stay with. I do love the hours and the vacations. And like I said, I do love working with kids, and I do love that I make a difference. But then I found out that my classroom lead, which is the position I have now, was also leaving. She got her degree to be a SLP, which is a speech language pathologist. So she was going to go work at a different school closer to home, because currently where I work is about 20 to 25 minutes away. Now she got a job right in the city she lives in, which is the same city as me. And I found out that I had the chance to be promoted, because the way they do it in our company is every classroom has a lead, and then they have what they call next in line. And on the spreadsheet, because we have a spreadsheet for every classroom with each staff that works in that room and each kid that's in that room, I'm blue. And they just make me blue to show that I'm next in line, and basically that they can't move me. Because sometimes if rooms are really short, they will move staff around. And it's basically to say like, no, this person is set to be my next in line. They need to stay in this room. So when she told me that, I said, Taylor, maybe you shouldn't leave. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe you're supposed to stay. Maybe things will get better. You know, you'll be in a little bit more control now. So, and you know, you just try this new position. Give it a shot. That's what I kept telling myself. So I went in September with the best the best vibes. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah, I was just like, you know what? It's a fresh start. We got a whole new classroom. They moved our classrooms. I got a whole new teacher. I was getting new students. We get new students every school year. So I was like, maybe I'm meant to stay. So I stayed, and it was just literally me and 2 other staff. Oh, we had 8 senior staff in my room, and now there was only me and 2 others. So we lost like 5 staff. It was kind of crazy between like June and July. I would say like May, June, and July. So I went in, and I was like, I went in on a positive note, and I said, let's not think about, you know, the bad things. Let's focus on the good things. And like I said, fresh start. And it's been chaos, honestly. So it was me and 2 other senior staff, and then I ended up getting 2 other senior staff from different rooms that I was really excited about. I said, oh, good. So it might not be staff that I'm used to working with, but it's senior staff. You know, they're good at what they do. They're good at this job. They understand the job. So I don't have a bunch of all new staff coming in. But you can imagine, because they were forced to switch rooms, they were not happy. So one of the staff for a month and a half, 2 of the staff for a month and a half, both staff that had to get switched into my room for a long time, were very negative. They gave off really bad vibes, and anything I asked them to do, even though I was their supervisor, they always had something to respond with. I had to write them up multiple times. Got to the point where I was getting into arguments with them, where I was getting sweared at. It was not appropriate. It was not professional. And both staff have now left. So part of me almost debated on staying. But I was already looking at jobs. I had already been on a job interview, and I had already been offered a job. And they basically gave me a week to make my decision. So I really contemplated, and I said, those 2 staff left now. Should I stay? The problem is even without those 2 staff, there's still problems within the company, you know, and I'm still really short-staffed, you know, and with the 2 senior staff that stayed with me, 1 already left. So 3 staff have left, and it's only November 28th when I'm filming this. So we're only, what, 2 months into the school year, literally. We started, our first day I think was August 29th. So yeah, literally. Oh, 3 months. August 29th, September 29th, September 29th. Yeah. And 3 staff are gone. So now it's just me and 1 senior staff and 2 brand new staff. And one of those brand new staffs is pregnant and going on maternity leave in February. And it has just been chaos. I come home exhausted. I said that during one of my book review videos. I was saying how I wasn't even able to read the book because I was falling asleep. I was only taking naps every day after work. I was coming home crying. I was coming home upset. I was going into work anxious because I was like, what's going to happen today? You know what I mean? And I shouldn't have to feel like that where I work. So that's it for that. I don't want to talk too bad about the job because I loved it for 3 years. It was just not the right fit anymore. This video is mostly about what was offered to me. So like I said, I want to stay in the school system, but I figured why not be closer to home? So I looked into the city I live in. There was so many job openings, and I saw one. It was a liaison position, and it would be for me to work in the special education rooms, which is what I'm used to. And it's basically kind of like a paraprofessional, but a paraprofessional doesn't require a college degree, where this job did. So I was like, I have the college degree, I have the experience, let's apply. It's a little bit more money than what a para makes. It was a pay cut compared to what I make, but to be happy and to be at peace, I was willing to take that pay cut. So I went in for this job interview, and they sat me down, and they basically told me that I had too much experience for the liaison position, and that they saw my 3 years with special education, and they saw that I was a lead in the classroom, so they knew that I was someone who took charge. And I had just really good, they said they got really good vibes from me, and they just loved my resume, that they wanted to offer me a teaching position, that there was a special education teaching position open at that school, and that there's such a crisis for special education teachers in Massachusetts, because there is a lot of requirements to be a teacher in Massachusetts, which I can get a little more into. So they were willing to put me on an emergency waiver. And that's actually how a lot of the teachers at my school are on. My teacher in my classroom right now is on an emergency waiver. And basically, because you can't be a teacher without having your master's. So what they're doing right now is they are letting people with bachelor's degrees, as long as they have some experience within the school system, to be teachers. And they put you, but you have to agree within the next 5 years you will go for your master's. And every year they have to re-sign your waiver. So I have to show I'm making attempts within those 5 years. Because not only do you have to have your master's to be a teacher, but in Massachusetts you have to pass the MTELS, which stands for Massachusetts Teacher Education License. And you have to take multiple of them. Me, I don't have to take as many because the school I'm actually going to now is a high school. So I'll only be teaching 1 subject. But if you're an elementary school teacher, you have to take it in math, English, history, I think science, because you teach all the subjects. I don't know all about the MTELs yet. I'll find out more when I start working. I'm in my 2 weeks notice right now. But they would already start me with teacher pay. That was the big thing under this emergency waiver. I'm just considered step 1. So I don't know if you guys know. I'm not sure if every, states do it differently. But like step 1 means like no, even though I have experience, but because I'm never technically taught, I've never had the title of teacher, they have to consider me step 1. And then it goes from there. And then when, so the starting rate, I'm not going to go into like straight numbers, but I will say it's almost $20,000 more a year than I'm currently making. And it pays all the breaks. So I will have all the paid Monday holidays, all the school breaks, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I will get paid throughout the summer, which is an amazing perk. I also get amazing benefits. I would be in the union, so I would be protected. They pay 75% of the health insurance, and so on and so forth. So I was like, I can't turn down this job. But then part of me is like, I want to go back for my master's? So within those 5 years, I have to show I'm making an attempt. If not, they can choose not to re-sign me. Or I could even say, I changed my mind, this isn't for me, if it comes to that case. But basically, I can go take an MTEL. Even if I fail the MTEL, it at least shows that I'm trying, and they'll re-sign it again. And then with some time within those 5 years, I have to be going for my master's. Whether I want to do that first, or I want to do the MTELs first and do the master's after, doesn't really matter. I am going to probably shoot for doing the master's first, because the pay rate goes up when you have the master's. And it goes up every year. The woman already told me that it's going to go up 2% next year already. The union is constantly fighting for us. We're constantly getting raises and good benefits. So it was mostly just the thought about going back to school that I really struggled with. But I found a program that's completely online. So I only have to go on Zooms once a week. That seems more manageable. It's specifically meant, this program started because it is specifically meant for people that are already teaching. So the program is specifically for people that are on emergency waivers. So they make it more manageable because they know we are working full-time already as a teacher. So the things they're teaching us is stuff we're already doing. So they say it's a lot more manageable. I talked to a lot of people to get different advice. I talked to the teachers at my school that are all on emergency waivers, because it's not easy to thought about signing up for school again. I really struggled to get my bachelor's degree, and I don't like saying that because I do think of myself as a smart person. But I was not a college brain person. And I say that all the time. And I went through a major depression when I went to college because it was such a difficult time. I thought about quitting every single day. I pushed through every single day, but I was miserable. So thought of going back to school really does bring up some of that anxiety in me. But because it's 100% online, because I only meet on Zoom once a week, and it's a little bit different because I basically take one class every 8 weeks. That's it. So I'm not balancing 5 classes at a time like I do with my bachelor's. So I only have one thing to focus on. This is my napkin. I was wiping my lips. So I take a class for 8 weeks. The class ends. Take another class for 8 weeks. The class ends. And then when it's like near the holiday, you get like a week off. Okay, boom. Then you start another class for 8 weeks. And you just do that for 2 years straight until you're done. And then you focus on the MTELs. And just the school was newly built. It was beautiful. Has very high security, which made me feel really good. You have to walk through metal detectors to get into the building. Every classroom is locked from the outside. So if we're in the classroom, we need to go to the bathroom, or if a fire alarm goes off, we can easily leave the room, but no one can enter the classroom from the outside. So that made me feel really secure. It's sad to say, but you guys know what's going on in the world, where my current job doesn't have any of those safety features. I remember there was a threat once in my area, and people were blowing on my phone to make sure I was okay. So that made me feel really good. And just the vibes, like just in that job interview, they made me feel so confident. And they had me meet the special education coordinator already, and she was so happy to walk me around the school and give me a tour and have me observe. And it's an amazing school. They have amazing programs. They have a cosmetology program there, and our kids, the special education kids, go there to get their haircuts. I thought that was amazing. They have a greenhouse there, and all the vegetables they go in the greenhouse goes into their culinary department. My friend that I worked with, that was the girl who was the lead before me, like I said, she's an SLP there, and she said has been nothing but amazing. She said everyone actually wants to go to work, where my job, it's not the case. People are miserable. She said she walked into her new job in the first day, and she couldn't believe it. She said all she saw was like literally like smiling faces. Everyone was asking how she was. Even me, when I was waiting for that interview, I had like 5 people cross my path. How are you today? Like it was just, it had really good vibes. So I'm telling myself that it all happened for a reason. I was offered that job for a reason, and it's my new path, and it's what's meant to be. Because even though those 2 people left, like I said, there's still issues. And I'd still be stressed out. I'd still be exhausted. And this is just a great opportunity. It really is. I'm going to be making a lot more money. So once I get started, I'll do another sit-down video and tell you guys more about it. But that's basically the news for now. Also, another announcement is I believe I'm going to do Vlogmas. I don't really want to call it Vlogmas, Maybe I'll call it Haulmas, but it's not going to be just hauls either, so I don't know. But basically, if you guys don't watch like really bigger channels, the whole month of December, like from December 1st, well, they don't, one of the girls I watch does the whole month. She does it all the way up till the new year. But most of the channels go from December 1st to Christmas. So the 1st to the 25th, they film their lives every single day and post it every single day. So it's going to be a lot of work because they're editing this video every night and posting it the next day. So what you're watching on December 1st was what was filmed November 30th. You know what I mean? And it just goes so on and so forth. And it's to give people content to watch in December. And then of course, they always do fun activities. They go see Christmas lights. They decorate their tree. They wrap their Christmas presents. But yeah, that's just been a tradition. There's a lot of YouTubers I watch that watch Vlogmas. I get super excited. I was just telling Joe, I'm like, oh, I have all these videos to watch soon. So I think I'm going to be doing that because I have tons of pre-filmed content on my phone. My memory is filling up on my phone, so I need to get it out there. So instead of posting Monday through Friday for the month of December, I do plan on posting every single day. There will be some vlogs because me and Joe have some fun stuff planned. There'll also be some cooking videos. I'm going to do something a little different. There's going to be some reviews for products. There's going to be some hauls. So if that interests you, definitely consider subscribing because it'll be around the corner. And hitting the notification bell so you're notified when I upload. If you liked the video, you like me, give this a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. Wish me luck down below. I'm really nervous, but really excited. And then the last thing is I'm going to announce the giveaway winner for my mystery bundle battle with Wendy. I'm 99.9% sure she's the winner. I will double check when I get off this video. But she had tons of votes because of her Spongel set. And I don't blame nobody because it was a beautiful set. So right here in front of me, I already copy pasted the link. I already put filter duplicate users. I already did filter comments based on a specific text. And the words I told you guys to use was pumpkin spice because I got pumpkin spice cuticle oil. So 9 plus 9 is 18. So we're going to do get YouTube comments. I have 34 unique comments. And I'm going to hit start. So you guys are probably going to see it before I do, especially because I don't have my glasses on. Let's hit start and see who the winner is. And I will confirm that they are subscribed to both of us off camera. If she is not, I will hop back on. You guys will see another little clip after this. Let's see. Don Lindo. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. It says, hi, Taylor. Wendy wins this one. I love pumpkin spice. Thank you for your video. So I'm going to click her name now and double check that she's subscribed to both of us. But I already see me on this little list. So I just got to see if she's subscribed to Wendy. But you guys don't need to stick around and watch that. So I will end it here. But again, send me some good vibes. Wish me luck. I start the job in about 2 weeks. I think that's what I'm going to do for my Mask Monday on December 12th, because that's when I start the job. I think I'll just tell you guys kind of like how my first day went. But I do play. Oh, here's Wendy right here. She is subscribed to Unboxings with Wendy Jean. But the other Mask Mondays, I'm going to do Christmas related questions. I'm going to try to see if I can find some. I definitely want to do some just like really fun content. I'm really looking forward to this month. And if I don't stick with it because of this new job, don't attack me over. Not that you would attack me, but you know what I mean. But I already have some stuff like scheduled, ready to go. I've been like on my game lately, even though I've been a stressed out mess lately. This video is definitely later than it should be. I had a tough work day and then a tough afternoon. Maybe I'll talk about another video. But anyway, like I said, that is it for this one. So if you want to check out my a lot of videos for December, definitely consider subscribing. Give the video a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And again, wish me luck, guys. Be safe.